Here is the Avast Security News Roundup for the week ending April 9th, 2021. Cyber attack targets EU institutions. According to Bloomberg, a spokesperson for the European Commission confirmed that a number of European Union organizations experienced an IT security incident in their IT infrastructure last week, adding that no major information breach had been detected yet. The spokesperson would not supply further details on the attack as the investigation is still in its initial stage. An inside source told Bloomberg that the attacks were bigger than average and serious enough to warrant an alert issued to all Commission senior officials. Another anonymous source said the Commission staff had recently been warned about potential phishing attempts, which suggests the attack may have been expected. Government institutions have to face way more risks than the average user, commented Avast security evangelist Louis Carones. On top of the day-to-day attacks, they hold valuable information that is a target to cybercriminal groups and foreign intelligence agencies. Android malware promising free Netflix did not provide free Netflix. Surprise, surprise. You never know what you'll find on the Google Play Store, but if you see an app promising free Netflix, please ignore it and borrow a family member's account like the rest of us. An app called Flix Online sat on the Play Store for 2 months promising free Netflix, and naturally it managed to dump malware on around 500 devices. Yes, we all deserve free Netflix for reason of quarantine, but you're not going to find free Netflix on the App Store or anywhere outside of genuine Netflix trial for that matter. This was discovered by Checkpoint and reported it to Google. Google has taken down the app. While this Flix Online malware may seem like a simple worm, it could also be used to pull personal data from victims' phones or hijack other apps. If you downloaded Flix Online, you should delete the app and change the password for all accounts that you accessed on your phone. Maybe now's a good time to generate secure login info with a password manager and lock down your account with two-factor authentication. Google begins trials of new ad targeting tech. This week, Google began testing its new ad targeting tech known as the Federated Learning of Cohorts, FLoC. This is a random selection of Google Chrome users. The new tech is intended to replace cookies, assigning each user a FLoC ID number instead, which informs advertisers of the user's behavioral patterns over the previous week, including the websites that were visited. The Chrome users participating in the trial do not know they are participating, and the only way to opt out is to turn off third-party cookies in the browser's settings. Watchdog group Electronic Frontier Foundation strongly criticizes the new tech. Read more on the EFF website. Malware hidden in Call of Duty cheat. Activision published a report this week warning users that hackers have been disguising malware as a cheat for Call of Duty Warzone. The game is free to play and hosts millions of users. The malware installs a dropper on the user's system, which is then poised to receive more malware from its command and control center. The anonymous source told Vice that one of the malware's goals is to hijack the user's computer power and use it to mine cryptocurrency. The hackers selling the malware even posted a tutorial video on YouTube to teach attackers how to use it. In the last year, Activision has banned over 80,000 cheaters from Call of Duty Warzone. Arguments for and against regulating Google. Tech giant Google is embroiled in 3 antitrust lawsuits, including one brought by the U.S. Department of Justice, which alleges the company acts like a monopoly and elbows out competition. The Land of the Giants podcast recently devoted an episode to discussing the pros and cons of breaking up Google. According to Vox, supporters of regulating Google believe that the internet titan has amassed too much influence over daily life and the economy, and that people are essentially forced to use its products. Those against any new regulations claim that because Google's products are largely free, they are beneficial to consumers, and tighter restrictions could stymie some of Google's greatest innovations. The Facebook data leak and what you should do about it today. Over the holiday weekend, we learned that over 500 million Facebook users' personal data, including phone numbers, was leaked online. Facebook themselves confirmed the leak, saying that it was a result of a vulnerability they fixed back in 2019. While the vulnerability and the theft may seem old news because it was nearly 2 years ago, the development means Facebook users whose data was stolen in 2019 are at greater risk now because of the leak and should take steps today to better protect themselves from it. The reports indicate the data includes phone numbers, Facebook ID, full names, locations, birthdays, biographical information, and some email addresses for users from around the world. The loss of phone numbers associated with the email is particularly worrisome. The odds are good that for many people, their phone number and email combinations are the same for that of SMS-based codes to log in to those same email accounts. This means those users are at increased risk for attackers to try SIM swapping, to redirect SMS-based codes to devices under their control and get access to the target's email. Because email accounts are where I forgot my password resets go, this is the easiest, most efficient, and effective way for attackers to take over your digital life by first hijacking your email account and then using that to take over your other accounts. And that wraps up this week's Avast Security News Roundup. Stay safe, stay secure. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.